I'm Blake, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to another video, welcome to another show. It's funny. This is such a cool video. This is such a cool concept that I've been wanting to do for years. Oh, I threw away the mask. I had a wait a sec, I'm trying to find it. It's fine. It's funny because I'm a gamer, so I play a lot of video games. As you guys know, if you're following the Ink Vendetta gaming channel. But the reality is, you're seeing movie, you're seeing show, you're seeing anime. Oh, by the way, we're listening to Nothing Nowhere Pretend. The inside, there's this emotion where lack of serotonin. The brain could have left an opponent. Me. Focus. So you're always seeing these characters from video game, from shows, and even from music, and you're trying to emulate them, and you're trying to say, yo, this character is super cool. For example, you're seeing the people cosplaying as character, you're seeing people cosplaying as anime, you're seeing people wanting to recreate that. We're seeing this amazing meme with American Psycho. This is a fucking serial killer, right? And then there's once in a while there's a character that really stuck with you. Well, lately I've been playing Watch Dogs. So if you don't know what Watch Dog is it's a company of misfits, right? Who are hackers, and they're trying to take down parts of companies or society or people that are trying to control everybody. So they're kind of justice, they're kind of anonymous, they're kind of vigilante, if you will. And I just associate that with myself so much because if you look at my heroes, you look at Fight Club, you look at V for Vendetta, you think at Ink Vendetta, right? And you're seeing those vigilante who don't follow rules. And then you play the first game, and it's cool. The second game is where it's at. So you play as this character called Marcus. And Marcus is amazing, but he is second to Wrench. Now, Wrench, for the people that already know what's up, you already know what's up. But for the people that don't know, welcome to a Chaos Wrench, baby. Fucking love this. If this is one of my favorite gaming characters, just before I even tell you who is Wrench, I need to showcase the mask. You already kind of see it, right? But it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be super cool. Be careful, because this is electric. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's already broken. Broken at two places. See? Broken. Fuck. Well, but look at the inside. It's so fucking cool. You have this thing, right? And if you press it, you get light up. How cool is this shit? You can't really see out of it, but you don't really need to see, right? Do you? And if you do like this, you just have to touch here, right? I'm still trying to figure out how that's work. Oh, there you go. There you fucking go. You can change it. How cool is that? So, why I'm loving this so much, we're probably gonna do just trying to find out my favorites. We're probably just gonna do like the super happy. I like the V for Vendetta. Right, cool. So, a couple of years ago when I started making content, right, I was gonna be faceless, but I've always had these fear of the way I look, these fear of the way that I presented myself. I was never considered beautiful. I was never considered like a good-looking guy, right? And that affected my confidence. That affected my whole being. And you see, I was playing Watch Dog, right? And then you got this character that is Wrench. Wrench is kind of the leader of the whole situation. Wrench is a good person. Why we love Wrench is because you understand that there's a problem. I hope I can talk in this one and you understand what I'm saying. Kind of piss me off that it's broken, but it's okay. How cool is this shit? How cool is this shit? And how do you charge it? I don't even know. Tell me you need me, even when you don't want. I don't know when this will end. How do you charge that shit? But yeah, so you get this character that's called... trying to find out how to charge it. No way, there's no charge. Okay. Is there a manual? Should be a manual. Nice. Come on. No manual. Okay, that's good. Maybe here. So you got this Wrench character, and this Wrench character, why I love him so much is because Wrench is a really good dude. Wrench really care about you. Wrench is really a friendly person, and then you understand that deep down, Wrench is going through a lot of shit. Wrench is going through shit that he cannot talk about because you understand that behind this leader. So again, Wrench is a leader, and it's kind of like an amazing scene because you're seeing Wrench as this again, super kind person, which is something I relate to, but he has to make this difficult choice. And at the end, Wrench is almost self-sacrifices, and he's telling you, like, yo, I'm not gonna spoil it, but he's telling, like, don't trust that person. And the fact that you trust them leads to its direct death. And you know that Wrench never was mad at you, never had any hard feeling, or he never really was mad at you. And it's super cool because at the end of the day, you don't want him. Wrench was a better character. Marcus is a good character, but Wrench. And what I love the most about Wrench was that why I bought the mask and well, I'm looking at how to charge it and I don't know how. Help me. I need to charge it. No, I don't know how. Okay. Maybe on the websites. Possibly on the websites. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna be. I have to be super careful with it. But yeah, so technically we had again this character who was super kind, and I don't repeat myself, but unless you play the game, you don't know how kind he is, and you're like, okay, well, he's kind. Is he a victim? And he's not really a victim. You realize that this character is just kind because it's easier to be kind and to be a dick. He has this understanding that the world is a dark place. He has this understanding that this world needs help, and Wrench is the guy to do it. And Wrench wants to do it by leading by positivity. So Wrench, again, is a leader that is not like, yo, don't follow me, I'm here to help you. And this is really how it feels like. The second game, the charm of the second game, it doesn't feel as... So in the beginning, you join a crew. It doesn't necessarily feel that you're joining a crew. You're joining a team, and you're part of the team. And it feels like they're validating you right away. And it's amazing because when I saw the game, of course Marcus is fun, but the true character that I fucking love was Wrench. And just because Wrench was able to do a lot with a little, he was able to motivate people just by being him. He was able to lead by being a good person. And of course, when you think about leading, right, and as being a good person, you say, well, people are going to take advantage of your kindness. Well, with Wrench, I'm calling it Ren, sorry, because I'm reading Tokyo Ghoul. But Wrench, you see him as this character who is just he's such a good person that you don't want to betray him. You want to have his trust. And as Marcus, you bring somebody in the team, and by bringing that person in the team, you fucking up everybody, right? And Wrench, you can tell that he knows it, but he doesn't say nothing because he wants to trust you. And again, the best part is how he treats you. He treats Marcus, which is the main character, like a brother. He treats Marcus like a part of his family. It's like, dude, we got this together. You're not alone. And that's why Wrench is such an amazing character. Like, my last boss at my last job was an amazing person because he was on the floor with us. Wrench is on the floor with the people. He's a leader. Wrench is the kind of guy that you can truly count on. And I think that's what's make him a good leader, is because he is respected. And when I did the character, I went to buy this mask because, again, Wrench was a big fictional, like, I want to emulate the way he was because, again, I found myself being this kind person, and I was like, dude, how nice would it be if I could lead by just example, if I could lead by kindness. And you can kind of see that there's time where it sucks because Wrench's own demise was because he was too kind. If he wasn't that kind, he would have told Marcus, fuck you, we're not getting him in the team. Because he was nice. He was like, okay, no problem. And when I created Ink Vendetta, right, I always told you guys that I was being bullied. And the reality is... Oh, we're going to do a thumbnail before I forget. When I created Ink Vendetta, it was to be a different person than I am, right? And that lasted for a couple of minutes because, again, I'm this... When I created Ink Vendetta, right, I was like, fuck you, you're not going to bully me online. So I've created this character, and the Vendetta was supposed to be something that was scary, that was supposed to be intimidating. And what ended up happening was that I started streaming, and people started coming in to stream. and I didn't play a role. I was myself, so people thought that even that I was kind. And I was like, and it's very, it's insane, guys, insane. The very first year that I streamed, I didn't show my face, I didn't show anything, I didn't give information, you didn't know my name. Now I'm sharing a lot with you guys, but I didn't share that, and that people love me online. They were like, "You're a good person, Ink," and I was like, "Dude, I'm trying to be different. I'm always a good person in real life, but I didn't want to become a dick because, again, it's not me. It's not my personality." So, with Wrench, what we saw with the mask, and I was like, okay, well, I could be this good character, but whose good character of a game I played that's still in, not demand, not influenced, not command, but still got respected. It was Wrench. Wrench was the easiest choice. It was a good character that wasn't being bullied, and you can tell that Wrench was being the way the character acts. You can tell that he was dealing with shit. You can tell that he dealt with shit before, but just and again, the relationship between him and the main character, how much he treats you like it's a co-worker. He treats you so well, and you want to be like Wrench. You want to be that kind of leader, and I believe that as a content creator, you're kind of a leader because that your opinion, although it's not good, it's out there, and because it's out there, you should be careful what you're saying. So I was seen as this good guy, and I wanted to get away from that. I wanted to get away from the good guy image because again, it was too close to me. But then I remember Wrench, and Wrench was able to command respect and command anything he wanted. So the first time that I wanted to do, I bought this mask. It was Wrench mask without the lights, of course. And by buying Wrench mask, I was able to hide my face, and I wanted to do a lot of videos because again, I love you guys, and I didn't want to do a face reveal because again, I was afraid of who I could become, of who I was, and mixing my personal life with my private life, with my public life. Not because I didn't want to share with you guys, but because I was afraid that I was gonna be having the same treatment. But then I got Wrench, and what the greatest thing with Wrench was he was still a nice guy, but people, they still respect him. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I can emulate him. And at the end, I didn't have the balls, I didn't have the guts to film myself until Christmas. And on Christmas, I did a face reveal, and then it was supposed to be just a face reveal. Then I started doing more videos on person, and then the mask came out. The mask, I gave up on the mask, and then we're facing today. Now you're saying, why did you buy the mask if you're telling us that the mask wasn't needed? Well, the mask was needed as of right now. Not that I'm getting disrespected, not that I feel like I need a mask, but there's just this character, and my entire life, right? My entire life. I thought about this a lot yesterday. My entire life was about fighting the good, fighting the evil, making sure that the good won, and being a good person, and being righteous, and being an amazing human being. And then you start to realize as you're maturing that being an amazing person doesn't really make sense because you gotta bounce. If I was the kind of guy that fought angry people, that fought people that were mean to me with kindness, hoping I would change because of that. And I'm realizing that doesn't work. So the mask is coming because I want to create a character called Vendetta, and I'm having sometimes not these negative feelings or these negative thoughts as the fact of on the life, but I'm having these talk of like yesterday we were talking about how I felt like this survival instinct of being happy when people at my work were not happy, and I felt bad for being happy. Those are things that I don't feel like. I want to create an image. I want to create this character Vendetta for, and I don't know how many video I'm going to do with him. I don't even know if I'm going to do a video with him, but we have the possibility to do a video with him to be in the subject that I feel like are worth mentioning, but not as me, as in Vendetta, because I'm finding myself, and that's a great thing. That's a really good thing. I'm super happy about that. I'm finding myself being closer to the real me than to Ink Vendetta. So as more as I get comfortable with you guys, the more out of me I'm showing. And there's time where I have this opinion, and I know that if I say that, I'm gonna look like an asshole, right? Like, for example, I was talking about how Arnold Schwarzenegger yesterday cheated on his wife, and I was saying, oh, you don't really know what happened. You don't know why he cheated, and the reality is you should never cheat. You should talk to your wife, you should talk to your husband. But you see, I'm saying this, and because you're seeing in my face, because you're facing me directly, I cannot really go as far as I want to because I feel like an asshole, and I want to prevent myself from seeing an asshole. And the crazy thing is, you guys know me, you guys know Ink Vendetta, but by wearing this mask, I feel like I could still be kind of like a performer, kind of talk about subjects that I wouldn't talk about, and you do know me a lot, but I feel like this would really create a character. And if I want to create a character, there's two characters I can do. There's the asshole who thinks that Oates said that what he really what he really likes, and there's this character that is being able to be kind but still get his point across, and that's what I love about Wrench. It's what I love about this mask. I kept saying how Wrench is a good guy. I keep saying how Wrench was able to command respect by being kind. But what I'm not saying is that Wrench wasn't afraid to say what he wanted to say. And it's not because he didn't have those angry feelings or these sad feelings or the negative feeling that he didn't have them. He was just in a good place. And although I'm in a good place right now, I was in a bad place 2 weeks ago. Now, it does feel like I'm being negative. I'm not. I'm being 100% with you guys. And that's crazy. I'm being 100% with you guys in a video talking about a mask, so I could be less like myself and more like a character. It doesn't make any sense, but and you see, I'm very grateful that I'm happy now, but I cannot be in denial and say, hey, I'll be happy. There's gonna be something in my life that's gonna happen, and if I hold on to the feeling of being happy too much, that thing's gonna bring me down. So it's always, I was saying yesterday, I was talking about balance. I was talking about the ups and downs. And I'm always afraid to go too high, because I go too high, I'm gonna fall. And when I fall, dude, I fall. So yeah, so that's what I wasn't to create a character. This character, although it is a mask, brings me something. I was always obsessed with Mask as a kid. It came from Majora's Mask, right? And I was always obsessed with Mask as a kid. And I feel like there's a reason for that. It might be a clear thought, it might be a very, like, oh, dude, this is completely sane. But there was a reason for that. And I feel like, although I'm more mature now, and although my life has completely changed, there was a reason for that. And that reason, although it's not present anymore, still is a good reason. Right? But then there's a part of me that says, well, if you're wearing a mask, are you taking a step back on the fact that you're more honest with your viewers? And I don't know. I feel like creating a character that's more combustible, that's more the crazy side of me. Because again, when I see it's hard. It's hard because I'm being honest with you guys, I'm being genuine with you guys. But when I see myself talking, it's hard to go into crazy details because I see myself talking and I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? And that's you, you know. But by wearing a mask, maybe I can dissociate with the kind person, dissociate by saying things that need to be said. You know? I don't know. I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.